Hello guys, and welcome to another PWM Plan with me. We're going to be planning the week of January 29th through February 4th. And we are going to be using the baking day kit from SCRIBBLEPRINTSCO. I've had this in my collection for so long. I did not an ounce of baking this week, but I just wanted to get this used up, honestly. Yeah. Here's the kit. I really loved Domi's idea of having like random prompts designed your kits for a month. So I'm thinking of maybe doing that. Just, I feel like every month I have something going on. So it might be like besides like one spread. But let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I do have the fashion add-ons because I wanted the blondie girl. We have the extra hands for that. These are my customs that I have left. The doodles I did not use, and I'm using the baking bundle from the shop in antique gold. That page is standard. We've got confetti headers, we've got the baking washi and confetti washi, mixed overlays, and the dessert underlays, which have like croissants, cakes, candies, all the goods. And then as far as my planner, I do have a print pression SPC edit all pinked out here. And I'm just gonna pull out these bad boys. And yeah, we're just gonna jump right on into it. I do need to grab some days of the week here. Also, one moment. I wanted to get my rings so that you guys can have something pretty to look at here. My freaking fat chunky fingies. Okay, let's figure out what we want to do box wise. So we have these boxes, these boxes. I'll just use the hands that are in the kit because I can't be bothered to have that sitting around. We got these boxes. Okay, so we need 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need to nix one box. What's it gonna be, guys? Oh, this is tricky trick. Maybe the pie, I guess, just because we're nixing the pie, so then I don't have to focus on that sheet of paper. Okay. That's what we're going with. I thought there was something on the table, but it's just like a little dusty poo on my camera. Okay, so let us get into this week. Monday, the first thing we did is we went to the post office like every Monday, as long as the post office is open. Post office drop, we got groceries, and then I needed to call my bank. I like still use my bank from like back home, and they are like very on top of fraud, which is why I'm like sticking with them even if it's like not located where I live, because they like, I would rather have a bank be like hella annoying and think that a bunch of random shit is fraud and like immediately turn my card off than like risk anything happening. But I was going out of town the following week, which the time I'm filming this is Tuesday the 6th of February, and I'm actually going out of town tomorrow. These days of the week are from my shop, Font Choice 2 Unfoiled, and then I will be using this part of the sheet. You can buy that half of the sheet in the shop. It's called Weekly Essentials. Otherwise, the date numbers are in Font Choice 5. The holes are Hole Choice 3. I'm gonna pop those down, and they're in antique gold. But yeah, I'm going out of town next week, so I needed to call and put in my travel notice with like where my layovers are and such, so my card doesn't get shut off, as well as I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I have a bunch of other things coming up. So I was like, how far like out can you like do travel notices? And she was like 6 months, and I was like, okay, let me just give you everything I have for the next 6 months so I don't have to keep calling. And she was like, okay, cool. So I took care of all of that, which was really good. And then I filmed, you know, videos, probably Plan With Me, haul clip, whatevs. I think I might have also filmed a perfect pair that day, unsure, but you know, do the do. Then the middle is still here. I also did laundry, as I usually do, and I did some work, which probably involved printing and organizing orders and pulling foil. I actually really remember that I was avoiding pulling the foil like the plague. Chris and I went for a walk that day, and then I made this dinner that I was so excited about. It was like this Asian pork noodle soup type thing, and it was horrible. So I was honestly kind of pissed. Nothing is worse than when you're really hungry, and like I ended up, I think Chris went and bought me Sonic, I'm pretty sure, this night because I was in such a bad mood. I was also PMSing this whole week, so everything was kind of putting me in a bad mood. Yeah, so Tuesday was our usual Cabo Bob's date, so we went and did that, and then came home, worked pretty much all day. I watched YouTube while I was working. I made tacos for dinner because Taco Tuesday. Love to see it. And then Chris and I have been watching Dimension 20 Fantasy High, like season 1, and it's been so fun. We love watching it together. It's just like, we used to take turns picking shows, then we honestly, since we've lived in Texas, kind of haven't. Like, we have a really good routine with our lives, and basically like how it works is Mondays and Wednesdays are our no work days, and then days that we work until like, Chris works with me until like 5 or 6 depending, and then like usually I'll tell him like, you can go like do your own thing now, like you don't have to work overtime, my guy. And then if I haven't like completed what I've deemed my goal for the day, I'll usually keep working until I do that, and then make dinner. We'll have dinner together, and then Chris and I kind of just like do our own thing until like 10 o'clock. Usually I will read, Chris will play games with his friends, sometimes I'll like just do other like design worky stuff, whatever I really feel like doing for that time. And then we come together usually around 10 o'clock, and that's when like, we call that our like together alone time. Chris right now has been like reading a bunch of this like D&D campaign that he plans to DM called The Curse of Strahd. He's been really into that. I've been really into Love Island, so we'll just like cuddle and do our own things and then go to sleep. But so we haven't like had like something we watch together in a while, so it's been like really fun to have something that we're both really enjoying to watch together, so we did that. Wednesday was girls' day, per usual. Called my dad on the way there, and I was like, oh my god, only 1 week till I see you. But we chit-chatted, and I got to Andrea's, and we had to do some filming, so we did that. And then me, Andrea, and Nick went to Ramen Tatsuya and got ramen, which was delicioso. And then we went shopping. We went to this one Barnes & Noble that like I had mentioned that I went to with my dad when my dad was here, and then it was like really big and like super nice, and Andrea was like, not that she didn't believe me, because she absolutely did, but she's like, I know that they like did like remodeling out there, but before it was like really like not nice. And I'm like, yeah, we should go sometime. So we went to specifically that Barnes & Noble. I'm pretty sure we probably went to Half Price Books because we always do, and we went to Trader Joe's. And then we went back to Andrea's house, and we scrapbooked for hours and hours and hours, and it was just like, honestly, absolutely everything. It was so good, so fun. Yeah, I literally had a frickety-dickety-dockin' blast. Scrapbooking, we started out with like our first Disney trip, and we literally only got 2 out of like 5 days of the trip scrapbooked because we'd be taking our time, jamming Disney music. It was just so much fun. Can't wait to do it again. And then the kids came home from school, and they're all my little best friends, and it's so cute because Lila is so cute and so funny, but like she is very stingy with like her love, and she gives everybody the stink face, which is honestly hilarious. But she's finally coming around to me. It only took for forever. And so yeah, me, Theo, and Lila always kind of like hang out. Bennett's too cool for school and does his own thing, but the 3 of us, me, Lila, and Theo, hang out. And we were playing Occasion, as Theo calls it. Like me and Theo will be playing, then Lila will come up and want us to like put her little backpack on her so that she can play too. She's just so cute. It pisses me off, honestly. But we did all of that, and then me and Andrea had a game night. I really don't recall what we played. I'm very thrown off because today's Tuesday and I'm filming, and yesterday was Monday and we had girls' day on Monday because of me going out of town. So now I can only like really comprehend what I played yesterday. Give me one moment. I'll put this in and then I will tell you what we played. Not that I think any of you actually care, but I care to tell you. We played, oh yes. We played Disney's Sorcerer Arena Epic Alliance. I picked my team as Elsa, Maleficent, and Scar, and I lost, like always. That game is like fun, and I do recommend it, I feel. However, it's like in the same vein as Dice Throwing, but I just like Dice Throwing better. It's like, for what it is so much quicker, and I feel like Epic Alliances, I don't feel like there's many games where I'm like, this game's kind of like a bit too long, but like I genuinely feel that with that game. But we played that, and then we played 2 games of this new to us roll and write game called Quicks, which was really fun. And then we played this like not that fun game called Pies. And yeah, that was our game night, our girls' night game night. Thursday, I had a horrible headache. Honestly, a couple days later, I got my period, and that's most likely why I had such a horrific headache. But it was horrible. Worked, played BGA all day, watched YouTube, and was bad to the bone and got fast food. I don't know what it is, what I got, because I literally just marked it as fast food, but that happened. So yeah, we're just gonna accept it and move on. And then me and Chris watched more Dimension 20. So freaking cute. And then Friday, I did film something. What? I could not tell you, but I filmed and planned. Oh, I filmed my kit lineup. Duh. And then I laid down the bases that I could. And then watched YouTube, and I was quite bored. I'm pretty sure, I don't know why I wasn't, oh, I was waiting on my toner to arrive. So me and Chris went to get lunch. We went to Cabo Bob's again because we're addicted. And then we worked. Saturday, worked all day, watched YouTube, got McDonald's. And then Andrea had to cancel game night because she was not feeling great. So that was fine. But me and Chris had our own little game night, which was cute. We played, so like we had started Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion like a year or so ago and then never picked it up again. So at this point I'm like, we just kind of need to like start it over, and Chris was like, totally agree. So we started that over. We did session 1, and then we also played Fog of Love because I'd been wanting Chris to play it with me, and it was funny and cute, and we had a good time. And then I read, I believe I finished Past Perfect Life, which was very interesting YA like mystery-ish contemporary fiction book. I do really recommend it. Give it 4 stars. So we did that, and then Sunday, well, I also got my period that night, but I didn't mark it because it wasn't like bothering me yet. But Sunday, ooh yeah, I was, after I like finished, I took like some medicine in the morning, and then after I finished working, which I finished pretty early, I literally just laid with my heating blanket all day because I felt like shit. So yeah, that was really tragic times. Hated everything about that, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, that happened. We worked, just simply had to have McDonald's because what Aunt Flo wants, Aunt Flo gets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just one of those days where I did not feel good and I needed comfort food, which to me is the good old Mickey D's. So Chris so kindly went to go pick that up for me. He's a sweet husband. So he went and got us McDonald's while I continued to work. And then I did binge watch YouTube all day while working, per usual. It's kind of like my thing while I'm working, because I love watching YouTube. I kind of get like mad when I don't have any YouTube videos to watch and have to watch like something else. It's very sometimes. But okay, that's the deco. So, and then me and Chris decided to have another game night because we were trying to like be like more mindful with our time and spend some time together because I was going out of town next week. He's like not coming home with me on this trip. I'm just going to surprise my sister. I'm literally going to be there for like barely any time. So that's the whole setup with that. So very exciting times, very wonderful vibes. Yeah, so we had another game night together and we played Jaws of the Lion. We did 2 more sessions of that and it's actually like so fun. My character, however, I feel like is like low-key. At least I'm sure there will become, it's like a campaign game and it's like kind of in the vein of D&D, and I am absolutely positive that we are gonna like reach points in the campaign where there are things that like Chris's character is like really good at and my character sucks at. But like for where we are right now, my character has been like way more powerful than Chris's. So it's been really funny playing and we're just having a good time doing that together. So yeah, we did that, and then I did read, I started Magnolia Parks, which I did not realize because this book like does not look that big, but it is like over 400 pages, which like for all you fantasy girlies is obviously not that long, but like for a thriller mainly reader, like my books are usually like 350 pages, and so for being like it's like very Gossip Girl energy. So we'll see if I'm like 50 pages in and I decided if I get to like 150 pages and I'm not sold, I'm just gonna DNF it. Life's too short for books you're not enjoying, and if I'm like over 100 pages into a book and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna rate it very high, like why waste my time? I've already wasted my money, so why also waste my time, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and I think like it might get good. I know people like absolutely love the series, but so far it's very boring, but I think part of that is like they're introducing all of the characters and like how they know each other, so it's like kind of has to be a little bit boring. But I'm just like not obsessed thus far. But again, I'm only 50 pages in, so who's to say it won't get great? I need a sip of my energy drink. Yeah, so I started that, and then that's the last thing I marked, but I'm sure Chris and I watched more Dimension 20. The first season of it, at the very least, is on YouTube. It's very odd though, because like half of the episodes they like swear, and then the other half of the episodes all swear words are beeped out. I don't really know, man. I don't really know. This is not like my normal color scheme for a kit, but I do think this looks quite pretty. And bada bing, bada boom. That is the base. Okay guys, we are gonna get into the day by day. Oh, so pretty. Antique gold definitely was a banger with this kit. Just gonna get everything out of the way that I'm not gonna use. I think that's everything. These sheets are all usable. Okay, first thing we're gonna mark up in here is the post office drop. And then groceries, then calling the bank, and then filming. Okay, so for post office drop, I am going to use the envelope icon from the mini icons sheet in antique gold, as well as a PO drop custom in font choice 2 in antique gold. For groceries, I'm going to use the grocery cart icon from the mini icons sheet in antique gold, as well as a groceries script in font choice 2 in antique gold. For calling the bank, we have the phone icon from the mini icons sheet. Oh, I wish like y'all could see like the shininess, but I feel like I can't get my lights in like a good enough angle that it like really be showing it, but whatever. I called the bank, so we have a little bank script here in font choice 2 in antique gold. For filming, I do have the filming camera from the mini icons sheet, which you can see looks just fine on a label, as well as a film script in font choice 2 in antique gold. First thing we'll mark down here is that I did laundry, and then I worked. We'll use one of these bad boys. Chris and I went for a cute little walk, and then I made a horrendous dinner. Okay, so for laundry, I do have the laundry basket icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a laundry script in font choice 2. For working, we do have the laptop from the doodle sampler, as well as a work script in font choice 2 antique gold. For going on a walk, I'm going to use the sneakers from the doodle sampler, as well as a workout script that came in the foil bundle. Figured it worked fine for this, and that's font choice 5. And then for the bad dinner, I have Lottie rolling her eyes in one of the colors of the week with a WTF custom in font choice 2. We will move on to, whatever day this is, Tuesday. First thing I'm gonna mark is me and Chris going to go to Cabo Bob's, and then, working. So for getting lunch with Chris, I do have the nacho chip from SPC because I do get nachos there, and then a custom with Chris in font choice 2 antique gold. For working, I've got the retro computer from the doodle sampler, as well as a work script in font choice 2 antique gold. The next thing I will be marking here is that I had a bit of a YouTube binge, and then I cooked. We'll use this color, and then I will mark watching TV, which was Dimension 20 with Christopher. Okay, so for YouTube binge, I have the YouTube laptop from the doodle sampler, as well as a YouTube binge custom in font choice 2 antique gold. For cooking, I do have the cutting board icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a cook script in font choice 2 antique gold. And for watching TV, I've got like the retro TV from the doodle sampler, as well as the TV time script in font choice 4, which came in the foil bundle. On to Wednesday. The first thing I would like to mark here is that I did, don't need 2 of those at the moment. Put it over here so I can grab that whenever I need it. This will be to mark calling my dad, and then me and Andrea did do some filming, so I will mark that with like a bigger little thing, because we had to film the same video twice because Andrea's camera stopped recording. It was hilarious, if I'm being honest with you. Like, when I think back at it, not annoyed, it was all laughs. So funny. And then we got ramen, so we'll use this, and then did some shopping around the Christmas tree. Okay, so for calling my dad, I'm going to use the phone mini icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom with dad in font choice 2 antique gold. For filming with Andrea, we've got the filming camera from the mini icons sheet, as well as a with Andrea in font choice 2 antique gold. For getting ramen, we've got the like ramen sticker from SPC. I need to order more of those, with a custom with A and N in font choice 2 antique gold. And then for doing some shopping, we've got the shopping bag icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a shopping script that came in the foil bundle, and it's font choice 6. Next up, I will mark scrapbooking with Andrea with this, and then I will mark playing Occasion with the kiddos with this, and then I will mark game night. Okay. For scrapbooking, I'm gonna use this like Disney book from SPC because we were doing a Disney scrapbook. I thought that worked out good. Then a scrapbook custom, that's in font choice 2 in antique gold. For playing occasion, we've got the airplane icon from the mini icons sheet in a custom occasion script. And then for game night, we've got Lottie holding her playing cards in a custom game night in font choice 2 antique gold. And that's the first half. Moving into the second half of the spread. What color is that gonna be? Okay, that's fine. The first thing I wanna mark is that I had one heck of a headache. So we'll mark that, and then I worked and played BGA. So we'll use this for work. And this one that I pulled off earlier for BGA. Okay, so for the headache, I thought I could just use the pill icon. Figured that worked because I took some medication for it. And then I have a custom headache script in font choice 2 antique gold. For working, I've got the printer from SPC as well as a work script in font choice 2 in antique gold. And for BGA, I'm going to use the paw icon because both of the games that I play on there have animals and a BGA custom. Down here, I will be marking that I watched YouTube, that we got fast food, and that me and Chris watched TV together, which again was Dimension 20. So for YouTube binge, I do have the YouTube laptop from SPC. And the same YouTube binge script I've been using. It's a custom in antique gold font choice 2. For getting fast food, we've got the fast food icon from the mini icon sheet. This is also available in a full sheet. So it's a fast food script in font choice 5 antique gold. And then for watching TV with Chris, I do have Lottie watching TV and then a custom with Chris. Then on Tuesday, I did film my, what's it called? Kit lineup video. So we'll do that. And I planned and had a YouTube binge. Here we go. Perfect. So for filming, I do have the filming camera here in antique gold, as well as a film custom in font choice 2. For planning, we've got the planner sticker from SPC from the doodle sampler, as well as a plan custom in font choice 2 antique gold. For YouTube binge, we have another YouTube laptop from SPC, as well as a YouTube binge script in font choice 2 antique gold. Next up, what color did I not use? This one. This one. Where's this? Okay. So it's gonna be to mark me and Chris going to get food at Cabo Babo's. And then I worked. So for us getting food, I'm gonna use another like nacho from SPC and then the date night script from the foil bundle, but that is font choice 3. And then for working, we've got Lottie at her computer, as well as a work script in font choice 2, antique gold. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I'm gonna mark is working, and then I will be marking YouTube binge. Look at this, perfect fit. So for working, we've got the retro computer from SPC, as well as a work script in font choice 2 antique gold. And then for YouTube binge, I do have the YouTube laptop from SPC, as well as a YouTube binge script that came in the foil bundle. It's font choice 4. Okay. Then I will use this to mark that we got McDonald's. And then Chris and I had our cutie little game night, the two of us. And then I did do some reading. Is that perfect? So for McDonald's, again, have the takeout icon from the mini icons sheet. A custom McDonald's in font choice 2 antique gold. For me and Chris having a game night, we've got Lottie with her playing cards and another custom game night script. And then for reading, I have the book stack from the doodle sampler, as well as the read script from the foil bundle, which is in font choice 3. The first thing that I want to mark up here is honestly, fuck my uterus, because truly, it's how I be feeling. And then I worked, and we were bad and got McDonald's again. So the first thing to mark is F my uterus. So I do have the panties icon from the Mini Icons sheet in a custom F my uterus script in font choice 2 and antique gold. For working, we've got Lottie on her computer, as well as a work script in font choice 2 antique gold. And then for getting McDonald's, I'm just using the place setting icon, which there is a full sheet of those in the shop, as well as the takeout script from the foil bundle, which is in font choice 6. And then I'm gonna mark that binge watched YouTube. Chris and I had our own little game night. Technically the color that I'm supposed to use, I don't like have anything in the correct size. So I'm just gonna like do a different color, whatever. And then I read. Did a little bit of a reading. There we go. So for binge watching YouTube, I have the YouTube laptop from SBC with a binge watch script from the foil bundle, but that's font choice 5. For game night, we've got Lottie with her playing cards and the custom game night script in font choice 2. And then for reading, the book Mini Icon, which there is a full sheet of in the shop, as well as a read script in font choice 2. And now we will zoom on out and take a peek at the full spread. And my camera's about to die, guys, so that's everything. I will see you in the next one. Bye.